Nathan Hansen, you know what time it is, everybody. Since these fine folks, Dr. Joe and the amazing gentleman who was powering through and moving through the mechanism of the virtual world and audio challenges, stepped into that seat of giving their participant.
Yes.
Bella Vrita makes me do it. Bella, let's go. As you may or may not know, what's about to happen is Bella Vrita, co-host of Heart of Influence, is about to put me on the hot seat. We do this as an illustration of the superpower of influence. I have no idea what's going to happen. She has some examples that are a little silly and fun. Sometimes they're super powerful. They're like resolving huge world problems. But whatever it is, I don't know what's going to happen. And we let guests on the Heart of Influence select which of these things to put me, quote unquote, on the hot seat to see how I do effectively on going from hello to yes about something in 3 minutes. Super powerful exercise, illustrates so many principles of the unblinded formula. Here comes Bella.
This is the time in the show where I get to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about. Little payback for Ben and Dr. Joe as well. Nathan, you know you can choose any one of my scenarios that I've cooked up for Sean to go from hello to yes on. You can choose one of my scenarios. You can change anything about my scenarios, or you can scrap them all together. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Let's go.
All right. So since we had a little conversation about the Pope, I'm bringing the Pope back. And I thought option number one is Sean could role play the Pope going from hello to yes with President Trump, convincing President Trump to take a vow of humanity and live like a monk for a year. So that is option number one. Yes, I was very upset on Saturday. Option number two is, we have some Bruce fans in the house. Though Nathan, am a hip hop fan. So I thought Sean could role play Dr. Dre going from hello to yes with the boss man to do a new album called The Boss Goes Hip Hop and convincing Bruce Springsteen to do a hip hop album. So that's option number two I got for you, Nathan. And then option number three is we could do a reverse role play of Ben since his audio was out. And Sean could role play Ben going from hello to yes with Moore Van Halen. It's the largest law firm in Charlotte, North Carolina, boasting 350 attorneys. So those are the three options I got for you today. I got Dr. Dre, I got a Pope, I got Ben. What say you, Mr. Nathan Hansen?
Well, first of all, Sean must have really got on your bad side this weekend, because that is some. And I do like the
at least
opportunity
11 different ways, Nathan. Yes.
I do like to hear the opportunity of Sean playing Dr. Dre, but for what we have here today, I would like to see, and this is something that's been going on. We've seen people have lost their grants. People have lost lots of money that they used to get from the federal government to move their missions forward. And all of a sudden those are gone. So I would like to see Sean go from hello to yes with Elon Musk, the head of the Doge. I don't know what that stands for. It's not a coin, but it's the government efficiency. And on restoring the grants for Duke University's research program, which funds Dr. Joe Fernandez's work and research that he does in the modernization of medicine and thoracic trauma care. Hello to yes as Dr. Joe with Elon Musk, who will be played by none other than Mr. Matt Doherty.
Oh boy. Nathan and Bella, I thought you were my friends. So, Matt, are you up for playing Mr. Elon Musk, sir?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I guess. Sure.
All right. So, hi, is Mr. Musk available?
Yes. This is Elon.
Hey, and Mr. Musk, I mean, you said Elon. How would you like me to refer to you, sir?
Yeah, Elon was perfect. Yes.
Wow, Elon, thank you. This is Dr. Joe. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today, and Elon's, it's still a good time for you.
Oh yes, perfect. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, thank you. And Elon, listen, I know that you know who you are. Richest man in the history of the world by multiple factors. And of course, the role you're playing in influence in the federal government. I know that you know who you are. I just want you to know that I know who you are. I'm super grateful for this time. You got 2.5 minutes and counting. I will honor that. Just super grateful. But my simple question, Elon, is why did you even accept this conversation with me? With how busy you are, I'm super grateful. But what was the prompt, the why behind it, please, Elon?
Yes. Whenever you get a referral from a friend, I figure 3 minutes, you never know what that turns into. It could be an opportunity. So I can invest 3 minutes and see if there's a return on that 3 minutes. So that investment I thought was worth it
Wow.
based on the referral I got.
Well, thank you, Elon. And a final quick question is, in this new role in government efficiency, I am very clear that cutting expenses is massive. I've read all of your books. I understand that you took a long-term employee who asked for a raise and removed her job because you did her job and found that it was unnecessary. And Mr. Musk, I just want to start out by saying I applaud that at the highest level of creating massive efficiencies. It's what this country is built on, meritocracy. But Mr. Musk, am I missing anything, or am I really landing on your purpose, which is creating efficiency so that money, time, and energy invested creates an exponential return, not only in business, but for our federal government? Am I hearing that correctly, sir, or is there anything else I'm missing?
No, I think just not really at the end of the day, the federal government, but the people. We want to make this the best country in the world and keep it so and make it even better. And by giving people a return on their efforts, instead of wasteful government, we want them to get rewarded with keeping more of their own money and being more efficient with how we spend it.
Amen. Well, thank you, Mr. Musk. And from that place, in our final minute or so, may I share a couple of things that may or may not resonate with you?
Sure.
Yeah. So, Mr. Musk, again, couldn't agree more that there needs to be massive cuts. It's completely crazy how the federal bureaucracy has just wasted taxpayer dollars. At the same time, obviously, you make prudent investments. The companies you've built have taken capital to build them, and it's created exponential returns. So I think we could probably agree that some degree of spending is great when the spending is invested in the right things. Does that make a little bit of sense? Yeah, awesome. So what I do, and unfortunately it's been cut at this moment, but I get it. There's been a federal freeze because money is like flowing out of every place, and you got to figure out where to turn those spigots back on again. Most of them will not get turned back on again, but the work I do relates to trauma and physical health of people. And there's a catastrophic series of realities related to healthcare and medicine. And I know we need to revamp the healthcare system. I know Dr. Oz may be coming in along with Robert Kennedy and others in that space. But simply put, Mr. Musk, what I would propose to you is, whether it be with you or with somebody else, perhaps Dr. Oz, Robert Kennedy, to turn back on what we're doing here at Duke University. And I would love the opportunity to have a 30-minute conversations with those folks, or even yourself, where I think we could slash hundreds of billions of dollars of healthcare waste, but be looking at where to turn the dial back on again in terms of monetary spending. So it's not just for me self-interestedly. Yes, I'd like to have that conversation, but I think I could shed some massive insight into where waste is and perhaps isn't, Mr. Musk. So thank you for the time. And my final question is, how would it resonate with you or not, sir? Either for yourself, Mr. Musk, or perhaps Mr. Kennedy or Dr. Oz or some other person, to bring forth some of these concepts with a PowerPoint and studies and backed science and efficiency economically to move this governmental efficiency forward. Mr. Musk, what say you?
Yeah, no, I think it aligns with our mission, and 30 minutes will be a time well spent.
Well, thank you, Mr. Musk. And shall I set that up with your assistant, Tom, that set up this conversation today?
You could follow up with Tom. Thank you.